Good morning again, everyone. We're going to get started now. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Siobhan Lee.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Siobhan Levy, and I'm a Director of Student Services here at the Chester County Intermediate Unit. On behalf of my colleague, Mr. Sam Ewing, the entire Student Services and CCIU team, I would like to thank all of you for your attendance this morning. Our new Horticultural Center has been the result of a lot of effort by many different people who have worked tirelessly to help make this dream a reality. Today is a testament to the great work that we can achieve when we work together to help support students' holistic development, and we appreciate you joining us to celebrate all this wonderful space represents to our Learning Center students, faculty, and staff. I would like to begin by introducing Dr. George Fiore, Executive Director of the Chester County Intermediate Unit, who will be kicking off to the event this morning. Dr. Fiore's leadership, vision, and commitment to students has been essential to transforming the dream of this horticultural center to a reality. Thank you for all that you do, and Dr. Gerhard do day in and day out to help support our students, families, and staff. At this time, please join me in welcoming Dr. Fiore.
Thank you, Dr. Levy, and good morning, everyone, on this brisk morning. We should have done this yesterday, right? So, welcome, everyone. I'm excited to be here to celebrate the grand opening of the Chester County IU's Horticulture Center. It is a special personal honor because the first CCIU event that I attended just prior to taking the role as Executive Director was the grand opening of the CCIU's Learning Center's Zen Falls on the same campus. That was much warmer. That was July. When I first accepted the position at the CCIU, little did I know what was in store for us in the coming months. And I actually would say years. It's 3 years now. One doesn't often plan for a global pandemic. And during the first couple of months leading this organization, it has been so rewarding and so challenging. While the past couple years have been challenging for all of us, I find it comforting to know that throughout these trying times, we have spaces like this available to our students to not only provide opportunities for career readiness and to help them prepare for their future, but also spaces that provide therapeutic and calming environment. A little later when we do the tour, you'll see how your own mood will change and how you will feel it in your heart and your soul, how this environment is good for all of us. In education, we often hear the phrase that it's important to educate the whole child. The standard education of learning reading, writing, and math has been transformed to include social and emotional learning, wellness, and mindfulness. Add in the need to be ready for life post-graduation, and suffice to say, education has come a long way since I've been in school. I'm proud that the CCIU provides spaces like the Horticulture Center for our students, which in turn creates broader opportunities for them to be successful, not just during their high school career, but in their future as well. Now, more than ever, creating an environment that promotes education of the whole child is incredibly important to ensure that our students achieve the successes we know that they can. This new space would not be possible without the support of those here today. I'm honored to welcome our many distinguished guests and want to take a time to give special recognition to a few individuals. I would like to take a moment to recognize our county superintendents who have supported our work in the CCIU. In particular, I have Mr. Tomas Hanna from the Coatesville Area School District. Mr. Hanna, thank you, Mr. Hanna. And as you know, we are on the Coatesville campus and we share this. It's a wonderful partnership, so thank you, Mr. Hanna. To our CCIU Board of Directors and School Authority members, thank you for your forethought, vision, and support in creating this new space in which our teachers and staff will provide the opportunities our students need and deserve. Our CCIU board members take on the added responsibility of overseeing CCIU policy and operations for the county. Would all of our CCIU board members and school authority members please raise their hand to be recognized? We have Ms. Stone, Mr. Kring, and Mr. Dittman and President Wolf. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you to our CCIU leadership team and to Dr. Siobhan Levy and Mr. Sam Ewing, our Directors of Student Services. Dr. Don Magnan. Dr. Magnan, if you don't mind raising your hand, look at here, he's Dr. Magnan. He is our CCIU Learning Center Principal, and Mr. Eric Ruzel and Dr. Christine Campbell, Assistant Principals. They make this place run and work for your kids. And Mr. Kenneth Pakinowski and Mr. Mike Walls, if you could raise your hands, because you are the heart and soul. They are our Horticulture Center instructors, and I thank you for having the vision and delivering such quality opportunities and experiences for our students. You are what makes this program special to everyone, but most important, our kids. So thank you. To all of our Learning Center staff, you demonstrate the true worth of our school through your work to tirelessly support our students and ensure that they receive the best possible education. An innovative space such as this is brought to life and grows due to your care and nurture. Thank you for the outstanding job you do day in and day out. To our facility staff members, all our facility staff members, please raise your hand. I want to make sure we recognize all our folks here for all their hard work. You made this come true. And let's not forget, you made it happen during a pandemic of getting the building done. So that's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Mr. Joe Labitsky, for your leadership and vision that brought this space to life. Thank you to Mr. Paul Thompson and his team for ensuring the completion of the project. And thank you to Mr. Jason Lickfuss for coordinating the procurement of all bids for this beautifully done project. So, Mr. Labitsky, thank you. And lastly, by the way, we rescheduled this 4 times. So I really want to say thank you to the Rededication Committee, including Mary Jean Curley, Tanya Farnham, Ivana Ivanovich, and AJ Saraceno. If you don't mind raising your hands as well, we can't do this without you. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the CCIU Board of Directors, Mrs. Bonnie Wolf. President Wolf has been a director for the Avon Grove School Board and the CCIU Board of Directors for the past 17 years. That definitely deserves a round of applause. 17 years as a board member. She's an unwavering supporter of public education, and I challenge you to find a more dedicated and caring advocate for children. She received her Master's of Education from Seattle University. In addition to devoting countless hours to public education, President Wolf also volunteers her time helping young women reach their potential as a Girl Scout Service Unit Manager. And also, President Wolf shared this after our board meeting. She celebrated a birthday this week. So happy birthday, President Wolf. I told you I'd get you back.
You did.
So ladies and gentlemen, I welcome and introduce President Wolf.
Oh, man. Revenge can be sweet. Thank you, Dr. Fiore, I think. And thank you to everyone for coming out this morning. Granted, it's pretty chilly, but it's a great morning to be here. As president of the CCIU Board of Directors, I'm able to see firsthand the countywide partnerships that are formed between the IU and our school districts and our community agencies and providers. Whether it's a preschool program for 3 to 5-year-olds or career and technical education for high school students, we know we can provide a richer experience when we partner together to serve their needs. Today is especially gratifying because as a member of the Avon Grove School Board, the Chester County Intermediate Unit Board of Directors, and the Chester County Board Authority, I've worked closely with our partner school districts and the community to make sure that the necessary programs are in place to support our students with a variety of unique and diverse needs. And I had the opportunity to tour this building about a month and a half ago, and we were taken around by some very wonderful students. And I would like to just say thank you to Owen and his classmates for taking us around before and sharing their experiences. It was really nice to hear from a student's perspective how this building is working for them, and I just really appreciate that. The CCIU Learning Center has been serving students from across the region since it opened in the fall of 2013. Over the past 8 years, 30 school districts in Berks, Chester, Delaware, Lancaster, Montgomery, and Philadelphia counties have taken advantage of this unique program to help ensure that every student has access to an educational experience best suited to their unique needs. This year, over 200 students are attending the Career Academy Options or Transitions program based out of the Learning Center. The CCIU Learning Center brings together a positive behavioral approach, mental health services, and a full complement of related services to ensure that our students have direct access to all the resources they need to be successful. This comprehensive method has allowed our students to be part of a larger community that fosters individual growth and promotes successful outcomes for students as they transition to the next stages of their lives. Even in a county as fortunate as ours, it is sometimes difficult to find and allocate the resources necessary to ensure that our students have the proper support they deserve. This is why I'm so honored to be part of today's event. It's a true testament to the spirit of cooperation among school districts across our region. We've been able to provide an environment that brings together under one building the various supports students need to ensure that they are provided with a world-class education and the care they need to navigate the world. It's very hard on days like this to not fall prey to the cliche of it takes a village, and that sounds vaguely familiar. And while I struggle not to succumb to the tried and true metaphor, but I lie, I do succumb, that I've used before and no doubt will use again, I need to acknowledge that it does indeed take entire communities working together to ensure that our children receive the help they deserve. We are very fortunate to live and work in a county that regularly combines its collective resources to serve all our children. This morning, I would like to recognize several of those who are willingly sharing the work of raising our children. I especially want to thank the staff members of the CCIU Learning Center who work tirelessly to help support every student that enters one of our programs. I've seen it firsthand. They have a wonderful relationship with their students, and that is so essential to making sure that our students reach their potential. I would also like to thank my fellow CCIU board members and Chester County School Authority board members for their tireless efforts on behalf of our students. It's a little known fact that intermediate units by law cannot own buildings. They can operate them, but they cannot own them. So when we talk about CCIU schools such as the Learning Center or the Chester County Technical College High Schools or the Brandywine Virtual Academy, we're really talking about schools that are jointly owned by the 12 Chester County school districts. And that is where the school authority comes into play. The authority is made up of representatives of the 12 school districts that have the ability to acquire the land and build and own schools, that in turn the CCIU operates to provide countywide programs. And in doing so, we provide educational opportunities for our students that a single school district would not be able to offer. By working together, by sharing costs and sharing expertise, we are able to ensure that all of our students get the education they deserve, and more importantly, they need to be successful in school and in life. I also want to thank our parents for supporting our work and for being active and engaged partners in their child's education and health. I would like to thank our students for their hard work in preparing for their future and sharing their journey with us. This is a true partnership, and I'm honored to be a part of it all. Thank you all. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce Dr. Donald Mangan, principal of the CCIU Learning Center, who will be introducing our student speaker. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mangan.
Thank you, President Wolf, for all that you and the CCIU Board of Directors and the Chester County School Authority do to make days like today possible. Your leadership has allowed us to create new opportunities to better serve our students, and the Horticulture Center we're celebrating today is one of many examples of how fortunate we are to have an executive team, board and school authority with such an outstanding vision for what education can be when we work together to serve the whole student. My name is Dr. Don Mangan, and I'm the principal of the CCIU Learning Center. On behalf of the entire team at the Learning Center, I'd like to thank all of our dignitaries, CCIU leadership team, county superintendents, and guests for joining us this morning. I'd like to thank Mr. Walls, Mr. Pakinowski, and the Horticulture team, and the entire Learning Center team for their hard work to transform this beautiful building into a place where genuine learning occurs. It's my distinct honor to welcome a very important guest, Owen Zigler, who is a fourth-year student in our horticulture program, who will now be offering some remarks about what this program and the center have meant to him and his career progression. Please join me in welcoming Owen to the podium.
Hi, my name is Owen Zigler, and I am a senior in the horticulture program at the CCIU Learning Center. I'm originally from Avon Grove School District and have been in this program for 4 years. My experience with this program began when I was 10 years old. I was a student at the Child and Career Development Center behind us. I was outside on the playground during recess when I noticed Mr. Walls working nearby on our tractor. I've always been interested in trucks, and naturally I had to go up to ask him a bunch of questions about it. Mr. Walls then offered to let me turn on the tractor, which was really cool. Fast forward a couple of years, and I'm a student at the Learning Center, just over there. As a student at the Learning Center, I had to pick a career path, and as soon as I saw that horticulture was an option, I decided to choose that program. Over the last 4 years, I've seen this program move from our old greenhouse into this new building. It has become a new home for me and the other students in the program. I've always loved being outside, and this new center has helped me do what I love and learn the skills I need to be successful after I finish school. I have gained my confidence in my abilities as a worker and navigating the social dynamics of the workplace. I am drawn to landscaping because it lets me take a space and make it better. As part of this program, I have gotten to work for actual clients, including my grandparents, which is going to help me as I look for work after school. My dream is to become a heavy equipment operator. Working in landscaping is a way for me to get the experience I need to eventually pursue that dream. Being here in this program has allowed me to get a jump start on and feel confident about my future. I would like to thank President Wolf and the entire CCIU Board of Directors, the Chester County School Authority, Dr. Fiore, and Dr. Gerhard, Dr. Levy, Mr. Ewing, Dr. Mangan, Dr. Campbell, and Mr. Roussel, my instructors, Mr. Walls and Mr. Pakinowski, and all the people who have helped me pursue my future by being in the horticulture program. Your support and guidance have helped me to get where I am today and make me feel confident in the future. Just like Mr. Walls sparked my interest by taking a few minutes out of his day to let me learn about the tractor, I hope this center will spark students' interest in a career in horticulture and landscaping. Thank you.
Thank you, Owen, for that wonderful speech and sharing your success story that I'm sure is one of many that we will find here, and certainly for sharing that with us today. My name is Dr. Steve Gerhard. I serve the Chester County community as the Assistant Executive Director for the Chester County Intermediate Unit. We are honored today to welcome some important guests whose support has made this day possible. I would like to begin by taking a moment to thank Steve Behrens, Mike Bell, and Kevin Miller from Breslin Architects for designing this spectacular learning space for our students. I believe they're over there. If you could raise your hand. Thank you. As we have heard this morning, the Horticulture Center has been the result of a lot of hard work and a commitment to serving students through partnerships with educational, community, and civic partners. One community partner that we would like to thank is the Chester County Food Bank. Our students have been utilizing our greenhouses to produce food, to not only gain important career skills, but to also help give back to their community. So far, our students have harvested 30 pounds of lettuce from the new greenhouse, all of which have been donated to the Chester County Food Bank. We hope to continue to grow this partnership as part of our larger mission to help every student reach their full potential and contribute positively to our society. Thank you to the Chester County Food Bank staff that are in attendance today: Patricia Campbell, Ryan Gall, Bill Schick, and Andrea Young, for your support of our students. If you could raise, I think I saw Ryan there. Thank you. And all right, great. Thank you. Thank you for being here. In addition to our community partners, we are honored to have legislators who are recognized as leaders in education and who advocate for the children of Chester County. Here with us this morning, representing Pennsylvania State Senator Katie Muth, who represents the 44th District, is Nikki Whitlock. Nikki, where's it? Hi, Nikki. Thank you for being here. And Pennsylvania State Representative Dan Williams representing the 74th District. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce the Honorable Dan Williams. As a member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, Representative Williams has been a champion for the students of Chester County since his election in 2018. Representative Williams is a graduate of Geneva College and Biblical Seminary. As a resident of Chester County for over 3 decades, including over 25 years as a pastor and community leader, Representative Williams has been an important partner in helping to strengthen our local education system. Representative Williams also runs the Willa Mae Williams Memorial Scholarship, named after his late mother, with his family, which awards merit scholarships to young people based on academic achievement. Please join me in welcoming Representative Williams.
Good morning. It's a good day, and I realize that I've got 2 speeches to provide. One is about 30 minutes long. The other is about 3 minutes long. I think we'll opt out for the 3 minutes today. Again, thank you and congratulations to the CCIU leadership for what really is the creation of a space that I think will be transformative in the lives of young people. I think Owen has articulated this well, that what we're looking at today, what we are celebrating, is a space that will essentially transform the lives of young people in terms of their perspectives, their patience, and what they're able to produce for the future going forward. I'd also suggest, too, that this kind of space has endless benefits, not just for our environment, but for our health. And so this morning, I'm just happy to be a part of this celebration now. In the bio that was read to you, you recognize that I serve not only in the General Assembly, but also as a pastor. And so I might add that creation care, the Great Commission, begins in a space called the garden, where there is this assimilated work between God and humanity. And so I am happy to be a part of the ribbon cutting of something that I think changes the trajectory of young people and our futures as a community. Great to be with you this morning. Thank you so very much. Take care.